I never thought the man I married, the man who once made me feel like the only woman in the world, would one day become a silent stranger. For the past 2 months, Chris wouldn't touch me. Not a kiss. Not a hug. Not even an accidental brush of fingers. It was as if I didn't exist. We used to be inseparable, the couple everyone envied. 7 years married, countless memories made. He used to hold me like I was his safe place. But lately, he turned his back, literally and emotionally. At first, I blamed stress. Chris had taken on a huge project at work, often coming home late and worn down. I gave him space. I cooked his favorite meals. I wore his favorite dress. I even recreated the risotto he said was better than his mother's. But nothing worked. He'd walk past me like I was furniture. Barely a glance. Barely a word. I started questioning myself. Was I no longer attractive? Had I done something wrong? I stood in front of mirrors longer, analyzing every wrinkle, every flaw. I scrubbed the house spotless, hoping maybe a clean home would remind him of the woman he once loved. But the silence between us only grew louder. Finally, one Saturday night, I broke. "Chris, we need to talk," I said, voice shaking. He looked up from his phone, startled.
About what?
"Us," I whispered. "You haven't touched me in 2 months. You barely look at me. I feel like I'm invisible." Chris sighed deeply, his eyes heavy with something I couldn't name. Then, after what felt like a lifetime, he spoke. "It's not you, Jenna. I've just been feeling really low, like depressed. I didn't know how to tell you." Those words hit harder than I expected. He admitted he'd been slowly drowning, emotionally and mentally, without realizing how deep he'd gone. He said he was pushing me away not out of hate, but out of pain. Out of shame. "I didn't want you to see me like this," he whispered. Tears welled in my eyes. I moved closer, touching his hand gently. "You don't have to go through this alone. I'm here. I love you through everything." That night was the beginning of our healing. Chris agreed to see a therapist, and I offered to join him. We started small, talks on the porch, cooking simple meals together again. The spark didn't return overnight, but slowly, the warmth crept back into our home. And then one evening, as we sat under the fading light, he reached for my hand. It was the first time in 2 months, and it felt like the first time ever. That single touch said everything. "I'm still here. I'm fighting. And I love you." We learned that love isn't just about kisses and perfect dinners. It's about fighting together when everything feels broken. It's about reaching out when one of you is too lost to speak. Chris didn't stop loving me. He just didn't know how to ask for help. And now, every time he holds me close, that means more than ever before. Because we didn't give up. We found our way back, together. Revolving hearts.